What's up, everybody? I am back and I want to discuss this age old debate I keep hearing over and over and over again. So, if you want to hear more about it, stay tuned.
Yeah.
Hello, I am back. I am back. And today I want to discuss something that I keep seeing over and over on YouTube and social media profiles and even in like social media groups and repatriation groups. It's the subject, or rather, the question of whether continental Africans and Africans in general accept Black Americans and Black people in the diaspora. Um, my take on that is I would like to start by asking a very basic question. First of all, do you accept yourself? Because if you accept yourself, then there's no need in worrying about, or rather, you wouldn't be worried about whether anybody else outside of you accept you. Um, my take on it is when I went to Africa last year, I didn't go for acceptance. I went to explore, I went to discover, I went to learn. I didn't go with any type of, false expectations or, thinking that I'm going to be treated like royalty or anything. And to me, like, when I hear some of these people discuss this subject or, debate it or whatever, it's like some of us, we expect when we land on the continent, we expect people to just be there. You know how the Hawaiian ladies be dancing around, and when you get off the airplane, they put the necklace, the flowers around your neck. Like, that's what it looked like some of us expect from continental Africans. When we get off the plane, they're supposed to be there, and they're supposed to throw a cloak around our shoulders and put a crown on our head and be like, oh, welcome back, princess so-and-so or prince so-and-so. And it's not like that. I mean, they're everyday people just like we're everyday people. They going about to and fro, living their life, trying to take care of their families and handle their business just like we do. So when you go to Africa, like, acceptance shouldn't be the first thing that you seek. The first thing you should be trying to seek is knowledge. You should be trying to learn about where you are. You should be trying to learn about the people you're dealing with. Their language, their culture. What to do, what's respectful, what's disrespectful. How you're supposed to greet people, how you're supposed to interact. How you supposed to, when you go in to buy things. Do you supposed? Is it best to barter? Things like that. We have to rediscover our roots. That should be your main objective when you go into the continent. It shouldn't be, oh, do they accept me? Or it don't matter. Do you accept you? And what's so killing about it is most times when I watch videos or, listen to people speak about this subject, these be people who haven't even been to the continent. It's always, well, my brother, sister, cousin, auntie told me that when she went to Ghana 12 years ago, this right here happened. Or, I heard through the grapevine that they tried to take this person's land and this and that and the other. But to me, like, if you've never been to the continent, If you've never been 10 toes down on the continent, and you've never been on the continent interacting with the African people, then you really don't have no grounds to speak on. Like, you really don't, where is your qualification? Where is your base of knowledge? Not what you heard, not what somebody else told you, not what you read, or not what you saw in a YouTube video, but where's your source? So, like, how can you, knowing you never been to Africa, speak on whether or not you're accepted, or whether or not they accepted you, or whether or not they will accept you? Because you don't know, you never been there. And it's not always good, to go on what you heard, because sometimes, many times people give false information. It's up to you to go and find out things for yourself. That's a big problem, not just with Black people, but people throughout the world. Like, we always depend on what other people tell us instead of finding out for ourselves. Now, personally, my personal experience, when I went to Africa, for the most part, it was positive. People were welcoming. They were very polite and accommodating. They were helpful. Like, if I looked a little lost, or if I looked like I didn't understand what was going on, it was always somebody there saying, are you okay, Jackie? Are you all right? You sure? And I mean, people I didn't even know. Like, people I just met, and we just sitting at the table. And if I look like I'm kind of spaced out or confused about what's going on, they checked on me. So, and it was that way, like, the whole time. Like, of course, I had a few people who kind of looked at me funny, or, they looked like they didn't exactly like the idea of me being there. But, I mean, where I'm at and what I'm doing is none of their business in the first place. So I don't worry about people who don't like me or who don't accept me. Because whether they accept me or not, I'm here. So that got to mean that something bigger than them accept me, and something bigger than them want me to be here and want me to have this life and have my experiences. And for me to have had the means to go to Africa, it also wanted me to go there and to rediscover my roots and who I am. So it don't matter what other people accept. Do you accept you? It's for you to accept. It's for you to go back and accept discovering your roots. Accept discovering, your ancient history, your ancient culture, your ancient spiritualities. It's up to you to accept, not other people outside of you. Because this is your life. This is your experience, no matter where you go and what you do and who you encounter. So, I mean, you are enough. And if I have to say that in every video, I will. You are enough. No matter who accept you, or no matter who don't accept you, you here. So the universe accepted you. And if that ain't enough, I don't know what is. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say about that, to kind of explore that little subject, because I get so tired of hearing it. I get so tired of my people feeling like we have to be accepted. And I get so tired of us caring whether or not we're accepted. You here, so that's exception enough. And if you're on the continent, you there. So Mother Africa accepted you. You don't need nobody else beyond that. But anyway, love y'all, and have a good one. Peace.